Sub Ninja Online, guys, and welcome to Assassin's Creed 3. Now this is on Steam. This is the remastered version of it. The difference is just graphics and this game being an all-in-one package with the DLCs compared to the original, which is not as crisp in the graphics department, and then like I said, the DLCs are separate. Now, as I've reiterated in every single in every single Assassin's Creed series we've done so far, I haven't played anything past Revelations. Now this, obviously past Revelations. So this is going to be a fresh experience for me. It's going to be a new experience. I'm looking forward to this. I'm actually super excited. I probably shouldn't be doing this right now. It's like 2:11 in the morning. I don't have to work until like 3 p.m. Today, so I got plenty of time, but I know if I start recording right now, I'm gonna want to play more and more. I'll probably be up to like 5, 6, whatever. It don't matter. So first and foremost, shout out to my friend SWAT. He got me this game for my birthday. Thank you for that. I wasn't really sure what we were gonna do for the next series, and he bought me this, so I figured, you know what, we'll just jump into Assassin's Creed 3. It's fine. There's not really anything else to say. Hopefully the sounds are good. If not, I'll edit them as we go, obviously. They sound pretty good right now, so let's just jump into the single player, playing the story, and we'll see how this goes. I am going to actually name this one.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call Pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do. And the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization. The ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the Pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the Apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Nice little recap intro there. Nice to see Rebecca and Sean still.
We're here.
We almost look like Subject 16 there, right? I don't know if you guys noticed that. Like a hint distinction.
Let's go.
I guess we should call him Clay. He did have a name after all. Oh, I'm excited. Into the deep, dark tunnel we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Yeah, I've never even seen a playthrough of this game, so this is going to be like 100% blind and fresh.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Oh, Sean quoting Alice in Wonderland. I believe we're heading to the vault. One of the vaults, anyways.
I think we're here.
Even Sean looks a little bit different. Like Rebecca does too. But Sean looks drastically different. Hey, I can actually run now.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
He's so salty.
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
For sure.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
To be fair, she said walk, so I started walking.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Okay. It's all the same still. It's good to know. A little more fluent it feels like though, that's for sure.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
That was no bueno.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
I love how it says kill, but it said knockout.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
I did that wrong. There we go. Nope. Maybe I did want to do that. That doesn't seem right. Right? No. He's like... There we go. Just the way he was going about doing that, it was weird. So basically, the difference between the games we've played in this game is like I don't have to hold A to do most of my free running stuff.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Just hold right trigger.
Sir? Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Sequence 1, a deadly performance.
Invitation,
Theatre
please.
Royale, Covent Garden, 1754.
Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
This is interesting. Also, I love that little thing on the right there that said, leave the Animus to view your email, even though they just put us in the Animus for a reason. Plus, the emails are all
Good evening, sir.
garbage anyways.
This way, please.
I hope they don't actually
My
make us watch
apologies.
this. I hate opera.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Evil vision.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
Alright, find a secluded area to climb. So here's our database entries. Just like regularly, I'm not going to read them because there's going to be a lot, and it's a lot of reading. But I will give you guys time to read through it. So this is Reginald Birch, born 1705. Oh geez, that's not how I thought that was going to go. I don't think we've missed any so far. Oh, yeah, we have a bunch. Here's Sean Hastings. For some reason, we have his. Doesn't want to give us his birthday, though. What else do we got here? Altair Ibn Lahad, born 1165. We also have Ezio Auditore de Firenze. Because for some reason they didn't add it there. Born 1459. That's all we have for the database. Never mind. Locations. Other. Theater Royale. I'm going to try to show them as they come up, obviously. That's it.
1,000 pardons. So sorry. My apologies.
Fucking just seats the guy. So this is pretty dark on my screen, and I know usually if it's dark on my screen, it's absolutely pitch black on yours. So I'm sorry about that. I can actually probably, maybe if you guys are lucky, turn the brightness up just a tad. It'll be graphics, right? Oh. General? Yes, general. Turn it up to 8. Hopefully that's not super bright. It's a little bit better. Someone's begging for their life over there. I can hear it. You know the crazy thing? I'm not even holding right trigger. Like, that's how fluent this movement is. It's so nice. Also, I don't really want to know what they're doing in there, but okay. And also, I just find it odd that nobody sees this, by the way. I can't get up there. I can get up on the next one, though. I feel like that brightness either didn't take effect or it just didn't really help. Okay. That's kind of cool. I like how it makes us do that. Of course, here's our first perch for Leap of Faith.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage will put a bloom in your cheek.
The Beggar's Opera. Interesting. I'm gonna scanning these as we go through them, because I've never seen any of these ones, obviously.
Jeremy's really burning up the boards tonight. He's a marvel.
Yeah, jeez, this is so fluent.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Kid's eyes are so weird. Like his face was just weird. What an ugly ass kid. Exit the opera house.
Hurry!
Come, please!
Over there! That's the one that did the murder!
That man there! Seize him! Man was killed
That's
in the
hilarious.
upper balconies. But I've done no wrong. I swear it. Any weapons?
I beg your pardon. No
pushing,
please.
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 Let us through!
Order! Order! We must have order!
Try to remember.
Order! We must have order!
It happened
We
right
must
in
leave
that
at
balcony.
once.
What are those
There's
men
a killer
doing in
about.
there?
I'm staying where it's safe.
Move! Move! Order! We must have order!
Hey!
The guy just pushed me out of the way. Excuse you, sir.
Where are you going?
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
I wonder what that is.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
It's the key.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn.
So I noticed it
Go
beforehand.
forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
But the detail on stuff is horrendous. Like, obviously, we couldn't read a single name off that list. The key looked atrocious. There's some other things, too. Atlantic Ocean, day 2. Providence. It's a good ship name.
Some fresh air might do me good.
Providence. The database entry for it. Once that clears, though, I did want to check something. Hopefully I don't have to reset on that. But hopefully that helps because, like I said, restart game. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't make me redo something. But yeah, no, like I said, the textures are just bad. Especially if this is a remastered version. %. Hooray. I'm not actually going to look at this again, but I just want to click it so I cleared it out of there. Who knows, maybe the stuff isn't even meant to be seen anyways. Like I said, I just feel like it should probably look a little bit better than it did.
A moment to talk?
Ah, a fellow Londoner. Good to see I'm not the only man of means aboard. Rupert Martin, pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to sort it all out. And I suspect they'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, so perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal, more lurid. Who knows? But I am glad to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
Good morning, Doctor.
To you as well.
A question, if I may. Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found that sailors fare far better on the open seas than the rest of us. I hope to discover why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in your endeavors.
As do I. Thank you for the kind words.
I see some dice icons. I mean, I'm ready to throw down. What you got? CeeLo? You got Liar's Dice? I'm good for a game or two. Let's find out. Phanerona. Phanerona is believed to have originated in Madagascar. It is played on a 9-row by 5-column board of intersecting lines. Each player places 22 black or white pieces on the board, then tries to capture the opponent's pieces by moving his own along the lines and either approaching an opposing stone or withdrawing from one. Goal: capture all of the opponent's pieces. Rules: capture the opponent's pieces by moving toward them or away from them. When a piece is taken, all consecutive opponent's pieces stand behind the piece. That piece will also be captured. Capture moves are mandatory. Okay, so it's like checkers almost. If no capture move is possible, the player can move one piece to a neighboring empty slot. If a capture move is possible after taking opponent pieces, the player can keep chaining moves until no further capture is possible. It is forbidden for a piece to move to the same slot 2 times in one turn. Okay. You want to play first? Sure. Use the piece selector to move pieces along the lines on the board, approaching or withdrawing from, like he said. So I guess... What's this tactical camera? Okay, I like this better. This camera better.